We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist, back at it again here for you with episode number 98. Yes, that's 98. Who do USA owe this $28 trillion to? That's the question. That's what this episode is going to be about. Episode 98. Who do we owe this $28 trillion to? This has been a question I've been talking about for a few years now, or thinking about all this massive debt that this country has accumulated over the years. But before I jump into that, I want to give you a shout out, respect, thank yous for all your comments, for all your subscribing. If not, you haven't subscribed, subscribe, start following, sharing these podcast shows with others. I want to hit 1 million a day. Hit 1 million a day, keep the cops away. Hit 1 million a day, keep the police away. You feel me? Because the 1 million is starting to think like millionaires. We're starting to think how to put things together, how to create more value, how to give more value. And that's what we're doing within this podcast show today on a daily basis at youarethegym@gmail.com. That brother said, You Are the Gym podcast show. Yeah, with your host, with the most, that's going to get you thinking, that's going to get you kicking, going to get you moving, strategizing, planning, and becoming successful within that planning and subscribing and manifestation of what you want. Yes, we're going to get down to it. Like I said, subscribe, share. Thank you for all your compliments, comments. Thank you for all the gestures. Thank you for all the emails, the text messages. Much love to all of you who's tuning in, tuning up. Really understanding that it's always a war. Literally, it's always a war. A war on your money and a war on your time. Daily, 24/7. Sponsor, shout out to Dr. Boz Moreno. You looking for your health needs, you looking for your wellness needs, this is the man, this is the brother, this is the doctor, this is the man that you actually go see, that's healing brothers and sisters daily. That's brother rhyming on you too. The Method Moreno. Just Google it. That's all I challenge you to do. Google it and check this brother's out. He's got a big ass resume. His portfolio is huge. It's just as huge as Dr. Oz or any of these other so-called medical doctors that claiming that helping people. But it looks to me that, yeah, maybe we just clickbaiting people. You ever thought about that? That's what we're going to talk a little bit about too. So not off the subject, but his website, Dr. Boz Moreno's website at drbozmoreno.xyz. Simple for you. His email is support@methodmoreno@gmail.com. His phone number, please text him before you actually, he's super busy. So it's not the texting or the calling would be more invasive, even though maybe text them, let you know who you are, let them know who you are, what you're looking about, or if you want to just via email, you can do that. But his number is 404-462-0571. Yes, 404-462-0571. That's the Method Moreno. Dr. Boz Moreno. Yes, Dr. Boz Moreno. Keeping your heads up. Keeping your physical outlook together. If you need some needs on your fitness, if you can't come up with a workout program, you know I can help you phrase that. I can help you put that in existence. The modern monk can put you right on form, get you right on track right away. Just check me out. Come check out what I have available for you. You can always text me at 206-659-6382. Let me know who you are, what you want to do, what services are you looking for. Then I got emails. youarethegym@gmail.com. And you can always hit me on my website, even though it's still in the making. We still getting some things. Shout out to my designer. I know he has been doing his thing, but it's time, my brother. It's time. YouAreTheGymLive.com. That's YouAreTheGymLive.com. And y'all know I got them t-shirts ready live for y'all. So come get some t-shirts. I need you to buy all my shirts. All my shirts. Not just all my shirts, but what is it actually going to benefit to the world? What is it actually going to benefit to you? If you purchase my, let me just break this down. Let me just give you some value a little bit. Now you know things cost, right? Things cost. Food, shelter, right? Simple, neat necessities that we have. Insurances, you know what I'm saying? Equipment, upgrading my mics, you know, upgrading my mixer, upgrading my computer game. You feel what I'm saying? So I can be more available or more clear. That's another thing I want to just to put in there, just to be more clear, more methodical, right to the point, where it's like, wow, I see the clear picture, we're ready to go. Let's mount up. Let our powers combine. That's the whole mentality here. Let our powers combine. How can we use each other's money or resources to take us to the next level in life? Become more sustainable. This is what we should be all, well, those of you who are ready to be independent, to be accountable for your actions, to be accountable for you, to be value upon this plane that you have the chance. Here's your opportunity to shine, to be the beacon. Literally, to be the beacon. So, until next time. Dun, 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 dun. That brother went into a whole theme song on y'all. Buy them t-shirts. That's all we gonna do. I got 50, 30 of them motherfuckers. Buy them all. And for those of you, this is a rated R, explicit lyrics here. So, but we love you. Because some cases y'all not even paying attention, especially with all this bullshit going on daily within our news and our media and the so-called media, the media that they give you, even like your Facebook page or Facebook feeds or whatever you want to call this, news feeds. It's getting so much. It's a lot of garbage out there, people. You feel me? It's a lot of garbage out there. But my question is today, really, who the hell do we owe this $28 trillion to? And why? See, here's another thing. And why is it $28 trillion? What is the point for him to gain the world but lose his soul? Huh? What is a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Now think about this. It's funny because there's a whole bunch of people like that, or a whole bunch of companies on that level, making billions annually. You ever heard of that? Billions. And then this stock market, I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. If you even plan in this stock market, it's a joke, people. It's a joke. They're stealing the little man's money, and they're going to keep stealing the little man's money till you're broke as shit, till you don't have nothing to say. $15 ain't getting you nowhere. $10 ain't getting you nowhere. $5 ain't going to be even to pay for some bread. $7, $8 for some bread. You know, once upon a time, it used to be a quarter, maybe even a nickel dime for some bread. Well, that was so many years ago. It wasn't really that many years ago when you think of it. Keep it real with you. Look how many decades we actually witness. You know, most of us are actually witnessing at least 50 or at least 4 or 5 decades, right? So you're actually witnessing a few decades of somewhat, I guess, innovations, if you want to call it that. Even though we haven't really had, don't take me wrong. Don't take me wrong. I haven't really seen no super something that just really changed. Well, don't take me wrong, internet has been one of those particular incidents, but we're talking in the last 20 years, the last 21 years. Keep it real with you. What have we seen? Pandemics, more viruses than anything before. And it's funny because the more people we have, right, the more people we have, why do we have to clean off the earth? I mean, when you think about it on that level, if this earth is so fucking big as they keep talking to you about. See, and that's the thing, even right now, what we're talking about, $28 trillion. We're so ignorant. Why we didn't just demand, if we only got these two political parties, oh yeah, you got the Green Party in there too. But how effective is the Green Party? I mean, as far as even history of the Green Party, when you think about it, it hasn't had no momentum. Maybe in the 80s when you had Nader or whatever, one of them guys was running Green Party or something. One of them computer geeks. Perot, I think Perot was running Green Party or something back in the day. Don't quote me on that one. You can go check that. But I know he was a big advocate of the Green Party. And that was probably in my time, or as my particular decades have moved on, that's what I've witnessed, if that makes sense. And I'm sure like my parents have witnessed the Green Party maybe effective once upon a time. But people, we got to start asking these main questions. Why are we reprinting more money, giving out the stimulus? And I'm not saying, oh, I'm against the stimulus and this and that. But if the stimulus is not going to do anything for the overall program, why are we buying into the bullshit once again? Donald Trump, Biden. All Biden is Donald Trump. Donald Trump was just giving it to you because he knew how to give it to you. You feel me? Biden been there, done that, so he already know how to manipulate your ass. Even worse, with his non-speaking ass. Fucking up and everybody. This is what you pick. This is what y'all claiming a democracy. Oh, the worst evils. Yeah, we need to just reboot the whole fucking system. That's what time it is. You telling me 28 trillion? That's not $1 billion. We talking trillion. Something we'll never even touch. Oh, well, Jeff Bezos is pretty much there. Yeah, he's up in the trillions, but he ain't thinking about saving nobody. He thinking about how he can go to Mars. Leave this motherfucker in debt like it is already. Who do we owe? Who do this country owe? Or who are we in debt to? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm in debt to, what, my customer base? I'm in debt to my Home Depot? You feel what I'm saying? I'm in debt to these people. I'm in debt to student loans, credit cards, the housing industry. Come on, people. We need to start waking up and smelling the fucking coffee. Because the coffee's been strong. And y'all know 7-Eleven got some nasty ass coffee too. Just like the rest of these institutions. Where you can smell that nasty shit. 28 trillion. Oh yeah, come on, print us up some more fake ass money. They ain't printing no money, they just putting some digits in the computer and calling it a day. Let's send it out. Let's stimulate the economy. How you gonna stimulate the economy when they buying the same shit from, we just recycling shit. Oh my goodness. You buying a new TV, it's been refurbished. Yeah, in China. Now they got it back here in America. Selling you at Walmart. Man, we $28 trillion. Can you believe? Who do we owe that to? Do we owe it to Queen Elizabeth? Let's start throwing out some money here. Do we owe that to China? Who do we owe this money to? That's what your so-called fearless leader known as Biden. He don't know that shit. All he know, he's just being ran. He's being controlled. This is what you need to say. This is all Hollywood, baby. You feel me? This is all Hollywood. So wake up. $28 trillion. You know, we hit $1 trillion. We actually hit the $1 trillion mark, I think, in the 30s, the late 30s. $1 trillion. And that was crazy. And it was amazing because they started utilizing technology. They was like, how can we get people outside of their homes to come into our stores? Genius, Sam Walton. Woolworth. Rybuck, Sears. Y'all remember that place? Y'all the older generation? I'm telling you, man, we are... What's the matter with us? We claim that all these protests and all this other shit, everybody, we're focusing on the wrong shit. Literally, we're focusing on the wrong shit. How can everybody, the idea of the president or the idea of this so-called leader in charge, why not just clean up the debt? Start this fucking shit all over again. But they don't want to do that. Why? Why? Because everything will be exposed. You know what I'm saying? They said the devil will have things fair seeming. It will look good. It would look as present as if God had created it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm talking to all you Bible thumpers and all the rest of you. Pay attention. Pay attention to y'all books. If you reading, if you truly reading, if you truly studying, if you truly researching, look deeper, because it goes deeper. The rabbit hole's been going super deep. And that 28 trillion is starting to be exposed, my brothers and sisters. So it's going to have an end. For those of you who get ready for another generation, maybe I give it another decade. The benefit of the doubt, I give it another decade. And you know what? I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to be here for the fall. Because America's been falling really fast. Right under your nose. Fairbanks, Alaska. Oh, we're making money. We getting dividends. Oh no, but the oil production is slowing down. Even the towns are looking like ghost towns. Even the homeless don't even want to be around there. That's crazy. $28 trillion. Who does $28 trillion we owe to? Come on, start thinking about it. You got Korea, they own it. They own in their own little mindset. America's always fucking with somebody. North America's always fucking with somebody. And got the nerve to think we're the greatest country in the world. This is some crazy shit. Yeah, you're the greatest country in the world when you're policing everybody. And you policing the citizens like a motherfucker. You kill all these people. And it's funny too, because they kill these people. If we notice, all the people have a track record. All the people that's been killed has a track record. And don't tell me it's a good one. Oh, he was just a little good guy walking through the neighborhood. He was part of the community, this and that, boom. We haven't heard that one yet. But we sit up here, especially black folks. I don't know what the fuck we thinking. Or we're not thinking. Because we're getting all the issues that's been coming up. Even when you talking racial issues, it's the same issues that was going on in the early 1900s, the past 1800s. All the decades we've been here, we have been seeing this type of activity. And it has not stopped, people. You know why it hasn't stopped? Because you're giving stupid ass millions and millions of dollars to people who don't have no value, who don't want to put no value into their community, into their society, into their understanding of how can I help more people to not get killed like that motherfucker George Floyd or whoever was on that list. Come on, people. When the fuck we gonna wake the fuck up? Stop smoking the crack. Stop smoking the heroin. Get on some weed. Get on some cannabis. Not lace cannabis. Get on some real ganja. That shit that grows out of the ground. that's actually organic, made with some real organic substances, ingredients, not substances, ingredients, life ingredients, food ingredients, feeding ingredients, lovely ingredients, beauty ingredients. Oh, we're seeing changes. No, you're not seeing no changes. The change, look, I told you this before. The 100 and millionth listener. We are not, nothing has been, look, nothing has been changed because none of the laws have changed. So you give the Floyd family all this money. They don't have no fucking idea what to do with it. Everything goes back the same, black folks, niggas, however you want to look at it. People that don't know, don't have no idea what you want. And then we get ourselves, look, you literally got the brother who was doing, what was the show? Let me see the brother's name. This is live. Because it's crazy how how African Americans, so-called African Americans, black folks, Nakush people, whatever you want to title it, we still begging to be accepted in a society, brother, sister, in a society that never did want us here in the first place. Even though we was here before they came and seen you. You feel me? It's crazy. Now that's some psychological crazy shit that I don't think people really are paying no type of attention because we're caught up in all the materialistic bullshit that's been keeping us deaf, dumb, blind. Okay, now I go give you a Benz or I go give you a Bugatti or whatever the case may be. Change your whole mindset, 50 Cent. Change your whole mindset, Snoop Dogg. Okay? You feel what I'm saying? Change your whole mindset, Common. Nah, we don't need you doing all that crazy stuff. Come on over here. We'll give you a few million to shut your mouth up and just talk over here. Y'all don't see it. It's right here in front of our face. It's plain sight. 24/7. $28 trillion. $28 trillion. Do you think we owe that to... I'm asking you guys. Hands on. I'm asking you straight up. Who do you think we owe $28 trillion to? And why are we keep ratifying? Why are we keep having these so-called politicians pushing the same fucking agenda from the beginning of this country? Well, I can't even say the beginning of this country, but I can say prior to John Adams, the second president of the United States of America. We've been pushing that agenda. How can we enslave more people? This is basically what's going on with our government, people. $28 trillion and going. And then it's funny too. Think about this, $28 trillion. And the thing, I don't know if y'all even thinking about this, but this is some real shit. Look, Jeff Bezos got like 8 trillion, something crazy, let me look it up. Something just $8 trillion. And that's just him. That's his not even his company, just his value. You feel me? He's got 8 trillion of that. Now, and this is he's in North America. I think he's located, if he's still located in Seattle, Washington, or out there in Washington somewhere. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is funny too. Let me see what he's worth. What is he worth? What is he worth? Okay, so now it went down. He's a little under $1 trillion. 194.4 billion. These guys is crazy. And it's kind of interesting too, because it's like Bill Gates still got 130 billion. You know, Elon Musk is 175.5 billion. So it's interesting how we don't even calculate. We don't even think about, because it's funny too, because like the student union or the student loans, when you think in the student loans, how big that is just in itself, those companies owe a part of that 28 trillion. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like compounded interest over all these years. That's what I'm saying. If we was separated from England, right? 1776 when they documented it, right? And that wasn't even the case. That's probably when they was like, okay, we're gonna have our little holiday on 1776. We gonna be free regardless of what the fuck's written down. We just gonna be free. We gonna do what we do. You feel what I'm saying? And we telling these British brothers not to come up in here no more. Y'all can go play outside. Go claim new other places. But these areas up in here, this is ours. Right? The 13 colonies, or however you want to look at it, brothers and sisters. But the point is, the $28 trillion, I believe, is owned. I think we got two owners. Two particular owners. Even though we may not see them. These are these 1%ers that we keep claiming that they exist and this and that. But it's not no 1%ers. It's the 80%ers. They own majority of the share, right? They own majority of the share, just like where, you know, Jeff Bezos owned the majority of the shares of Amazon. Correcto Mondo. You feel me? So it's an understanding of what's going on. I think this country owes England. It's under that, and China. I think that's why we haven't went to war with neither. Because if that was the case, because I know in history, and y'all can look this up too. Y'all can definitely look this up. Go pull this up. Andrew Jackson was a beast. And I mean, he was a beast on both sides. Far as taking land, destroying a lot of people. But he was like, at 20 years, I think 20 some years, or he moved the envelope like 20 some years, where they wasn't paying nobody. The American people North American wasn't paying nobody. You feel me? They was like, fuck that, we ain't paying y'all shit. Hence where the banks started getting more stronger. Then they came in them 1930s, when they started creating these other entitlements of the Federal Reserve in 1914. Federal Reserve systems and all these private organizations that's been taking over this country and using the people, yes, the so-called citizen. I use that social security number, that birth certificate. It's not a coincidence that we have these documents that they're given to other countries for collateral. You think we're worth 28 trillion? We'll never pay that 28 trillion off. Why haven't any of the politicians said, let's erase the whole fucking thing, start all over? They don't want that person in there. He'll be assassinated as soon as he get up in office. Black, white, green, yellow, right? They claim that Donald Trump was doing this. He was dismantling this organization known as the USA Inc. that has been created in the early 1800s, 1860s to be exact, around them times. They call it the Civil War. Go check that out. And why, the truth of why Mr. Abraham Lincoln was shot and killed. man, people, can we start look, we have to start doing our homework. We got to start putting these dots together. Or maybe that's my job here at You Are the Gym podcast show, where you find all exclusive information, where you find the best media of all media that you find in the entertainment world. That boy got some good vocals too, y'all. Don't let me get on the mic again. I even told Tupac and Biggie Smalls last week, hey man, just be ready for some heat, baby, because we coming with some heat. Then DMX came up in there talking crazy too. So I had to get on him. Huh? But like I said, we love you here. We enjoy you. Thanks for tuning in to the hottest podcast on this planet, where we bring you the real truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me, universe. Because the brother said it might not be no universal truth, but I think it's some universal commonalities, some universal laws that we can actually agree with. $28 trillion. Y'all really think we gonna pay that off? Think about not even our children. My children now they're in their age group now. They're in their 20s, right? Their children is going to be in a whole nother, if we keep this program going on, this government, I don't know what this is, because it's not a democracy. It's not what all we was talking about when they first established this country. The greatest country, America. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Wow. They say to the flag. Now think about that. To the flag. Or why not this flag? To the flag. Because they knew that flag is going to change. It's going to metamorphosize into something else. It's going to have to. Oh my goodness. It might be a China flag floating right in your neighborhood one day, sitting up on your nice panel, where your soldiers of America are now fighting for China. Sad, right? Is that sad? Or is that patriotic? As they always claiming out here. You're not patriotic, Kareem. You're crazy. Nope. They talk about all this freedom of speech, what can be said, what can't be said, and all this other stuff in the land of the free, in the land of the brave. What kind of shit is that? Ran by big business. You know, that's what all this game is big business. You know that, right? Enron. Anderson. What was they? Something Anderson. Y'all remember the law firm. Just bit crooked. And just think, it's probably on a whole nother level now. Watch how many more exposures we're going to be getting with all this crime. Winky links and all them. What Facebook is truly up to. Watch. Instagram, they own all the platforms. Instagram, WhatsApp. And you got millions of people on these platforms. Millions of people. Oh, we're not invading your privacy. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. They just selling all your shit. Go watch Black Mirror. That's a good example right there. And they've been giving you that since, 2014. You know. So like I said, they're telling us all this in the books and the stories. In the movies, Hollywood. This is all Hollywood. $28 trillion. Maybe it ain't even $28 trillion. Anybody ask that question? Maybe we don't have $28 trillion in debt. But they want the perception, like they've been doing everything else. Go get your vaccine. Go get your vaccine. You never took no vaccine a day in your life, and you want to now you want to go take a vaccine? What kind of shit is that? So don't be mad if some shit pop off, or you got some type of stupid ass cancer, or some shit done came I don't want to hear it. Because I'm tired of us being a victim. Like African Americans. We too much playing this part. Victimized. Well, the racism and this is it. No. When are we going to stand up to the shit? When are we going to make it law? When are we going to say, okay, well, if that's the case, let's separate. If that's the case, let's separate this shit out. The haves and the have-nots. If you want to go there, let's keep it pushing. But no, I love you. I'm with you. Because like I said, racism is in the system. Racism is not going anywhere, people. Until laws are changed. You feel me? Until laws are changed. Until they stop taking all these statistic shit on you. Profiling you right when you get in a job and all this. What color are you? What ethnicity are you? Well, who gives a fuck? Long as you can do the job. Can you do the job or can you not do the job? Do you have any fucking work ethic? That's what we should be having on these questionnaires. Shit. Do you believe in dreams? You got goals in life? I don't want you working a fucking job for the rest of your life. That don't even make no fucking sense. That's not normal, people. Working a job for the rest of your life, talking about retiring. That shit is old. That's been done thousands of years. Keep it real with you. We was entrepreneurs at the beginning. You can create, you can develop, you can harvest. That was part of your DNA once upon a time. Now we just helpless. Go in the store and got a million choices. These people come in the store talking about they looking for this, they looking for that. Don't even know what it is. We got 18 million choices you can pick from. But then they so confused they don't know what to pick. Hence our fitness. Hence everything. Well, I don't know what type of workout I need to be doing. Shit. The first thing you need to be doing is moving your body. Get your heart rate up. That's all you got to be doing. Get your heart rate up. Do 3 days a week. Get 3 days a week. Get in like, I would say 30 to 45, 30 to an hour. Get that heart rate up. Go walk around even if you just walking around your house, walking around the table. You see what I'm saying? Just make it happen. $28 trillion. Who do we owe? Maybe we owe the Vatican. Maybe they owe that much to them. All these, everybody claiming that they this and that. All these billions of people. Billions of followers. The Vatican got. Billions. That show you how much work they was putting in on the religious game. They put in some hella work. Now they know that shit ain't working too much. They got to come with other ploys, other propaganda scams. Brothers and sisters, how can I manipulate you from your time and your money? Time and your money. $28 trillion. Got everybody running around looking like a chicken with a head chopped off. Literally. And I'm talking about people who making big money too. 100 plus, 100,000 plus. They struggling. Trying to take care of all this shit they don't even need. 3, 4 cars and all this other crazy shit. You only can drive one car. I even think you would be down to one car and have a bike or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it on top of your health. Making it part of your lifestyle. Making that part of your lifestyle. I go walking all the time. Miles. Literally miles. Wonder what kind of shape I'm in. My cardio's up. I can get down. I can run a long distance right now if I had to. And be good. That's what I'm saying. We gotta start changing our mindset. We gotta start changing our habits. Start taking more self-sustainability, mindset, understanding, responsibility, accountability for us, you, your mind, yourself, your health, your wealth, everything. Everything. We don't have these self-help personal development guys talking. These brothers is getting gray and everything now. Les Brown and all them. They getting tired to even keep talking. They've been saying this stuff for decades. Bob Proctor and all these motherfuckers. Anthony Robbins. All these dudes. And many other people y'all know or heard of. They getting tired. They tired. I guarantee they tired. They tired of saying the same thing, repeating themselves. Shit, it probably was good that our brother Gandhi was killed. He probably would have just got tired and died anyway. Just because the people, it's like we don't even want to listen to. And look at that movement. That was like 2 million people back then. Gandhi impersonated or influenced. $28 trillion. The only country. And then don't talk about the incarceration rates. Wow. For dumb shit too. Probably 70%. I think it was like 75. This was an old statistic. But they were saying 70%, 60 to 70%, something like that. Where it was felons that actually they wasn't crazy felons. I mean, they was drug related felons, right? So these were people who necessarily didn't they used the drug more than they actually was selling the drug. Hence why we got a lot of these crazy ass people on the plane right now. When you talking you're homeless, look at the homeless people. These are not typical people. These are not people who just lost their job, a few days ago or 2008 or whatever the case may be. No, these are people who are actually drug dependent. Literally, got serious mental problems. $28 trillion. Can you say that with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. $28 trillion. Who do North America owe this to? They never tell you that, people. Come on, and I hope somebody, whoever's listening to this, and I know it's a lot of people. I know it's a lot of y'all who's listening to my podcast show, because I'm seeing the numbers, and the numbers are rising every day. Every day. You feel what I'm saying? So my point is, I want to hear more of your comments. I want to hear what you talk. Look, because America, we can't sustain this. We already seeing the population already are so zombied out. All we doing, brother, sister, we're listening to music. We're zoned out. We're in these zones that we don't even really know what the fuck is going on. We barely getting by at work. Everybody might as well be high at work. You feel me? Literally. Because people are zoned out. No personality, no sense of humor. And I'm not saying everybody, but majority of the people are in this mindset. Everything's a victim mentality. People are looking at every time, oh, I'm a victim. He looked at me wrong. Or they did me this. No kind of self-esteem. 28 trillion. This is what I'm just building up to, this 28 trillion. Why we keep getting ourselves in debt? We going to school. We going to these schools. Don't have no idea what we want to do. And the crazy thing is, the school systems the curriculums, this is what I'm noticing about the curriculum. The curriculums burn you out because they want to keep you going in these, you're taking like, when you look at think about it, you're taking all these classes, and most of the classes don't have nothing to do with your particular industry. About time you're done with that particular program, the system has changed. Oh my goodness. The technology has changed. $28 trillion. Now you're in debt. $30,000. $30,000 in debt. Where'd that come from? Then you want to go to graduate school. You're getting more money. You feel what I'm saying? More money. And then the coldest thing is, now they got these little colleges, or what they used to call community colleges. Now they're starting to become big colleges. So that show you where the money is coming from. How much more money or how much more debt they're going to be accumulating. See, it's all a game. The crazy thing is, I'm wondering who actually all this debt we owe to. I'm wondering, is it a certain number he's trying to, or she's trying to hit? You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, like Genghis Khan and all these, you know, Shaka Zulu. I'm talking about like all these so-called kings or generals back in the day. All these dynasties or these particular areas that they dominated. Napoleon Bonaparte and all these dudes. How much were they worth? And maybe that's something that the people are innately thinking about. Okay, well, America, I own America. I can even see that the mentality of what's going on. The people who own America, who own literally the land, the people. Think about it. We're pawns, people. We're pawns. But you know what? The pawns actually can stand up. Here's something I've been throwing out years ago. I actually was starting a movement back in 2000. It was 2000, actually 2000. I started a movement. I called it a non-vote campaign, right? So instead of going voting, let's see how many people want to vote, or put it in a perspective where we can start truly changing laws up in this motherfucker. We got to change the laws. You see what I'm saying? The laws got to be changed. And we got to, like I said, if we claiming that, if this, and I don't even like using the Constitution as the foundation, because it's not the foundation. You see what I'm saying? It's not the foundation. The mindset of the men are the foundation. The mindset of the women are the foundation. Because see, we don't come out of the womb want to kill a motherfucker, right? Most of us. Most of us. Don't take me wrong. We do have a few people who got less DNA strands and all that, and this is scientific. You can pull that up. That's no theory. We know this. You feel me? And there's certain people that have these certain lower frequencies, let's put it that way, but has actually captured who are, and it is not who are the chosen ones. Fuck who's the chosen one. It's about, let's get back on track anyway. Then everybody can fall back in place. If that makes sense. Because I don't think it's no chosen one. Because the chosen one is when you start taking more responsibility of you, then everything else start falling in place. Oh my goodness. Let our powers combine. I have the power. He-Man. Y'all not ready. I don't think y'all ready. I don't think y'all want to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always saying, why not be prepared? Just be prepared. Just be ready. You feel me? Just be ready. Just be ready. And the key thing is being ready. You got to have your health game on tight. Period. You got to have your spiritual game on tight. You got to stop being manipulated by the bullshit that they're giving you. Okay, we're going to give you some more stimulus money. Yeah, we're going to create some money out of thin air. Put us in super debt. What, 2 trillion? More than that. Recently, they just printed up 2 trillion or something crazy. So now we in super more debt. But I don't think we care. The generations don't care. The baby boomers don't care. The Gen X's and all the rest of us don't care. Because we're not going to be here. But I bet you we thought that with the pandemic too. All of us who's still here, still hanging around, as they would say. You know. Even though we're starting to... They're genius. I gotta say, these elite who's making these decisions for overall, and maybe it's not these people up here that we think is the 1% and this and that. Maybe it's our own demons within us as a people, our perceptions, because we definitely can manipulate. Our energy can manipulate shit. You know, we can move, our vibration can move, we can move through different dimensions, right? So if we got a consciousness, if our consciousness is on that negative energy, hence George Floyd and all the rest of the catastrophes that's been happening over the past 20 some years, or more than that. I mean, even with the Holocaust with the black diaspora, if it even existed, you know what I'm saying? That's even in existence, something to think about. Because I know we tend to believe everything that is said, everything that is portrayed in front of us, but really don't have an understanding of living it. Because we all have different interpretations, right? Or perceptions. That's why I do like that quote, pick your battles. Pick your battles. Because there's a lot of bullshit out here. And there's a lot of bullshit that we fall into and not really paying attention. But we love being in debt. We a country, we love debt. We love that new whip. And we do whatever we need to do to get that payment down for it. Oh, this new house. This is a great house. Cost $8,000 for this condo right here off the coast of Waikiki. And we'll pay all that money, be in there and be miserable. That's the funny thing too. Be miserable. Not even thinking about other elements of what you can be doing. Having hobbies. That's another thing I notice about people these days. No kind of hobby, no kind of utilizing their time. See, that $28 trillion could have actually been more of assets. Where we could have had more people who own, more families who own property. Instead of all these big corporations coming in, buying out the property, taking the value from the people. You see that all day out here in Honolulu, especially in the capital. It's kind of weird how we use this, how they actually use this as the capital. When you got more, 70-something%, maybe less than that, percent of the population of Hawaii is right here, Honolulu. And it's crazy, because they don't really care about it out here either. All these potholes in the fucking streets and everything. And then they got the nerve to have, this is another thing, people. I mean, you want to be identified by some other country, but you don't. You're doing things that are like way, what really are out of context. Yeah, are out of context. It just don't fit the. It don't fit the mode. You want to be civilized, but then you don't want to up your game, or for some reason it just don't. So you driving mopeds on the sidewalks, brothers, sisters. It says the sidewalk. That's what it's for. It's not for no motor vehicle. It's not for you to go in the stores. You got your shirt off, you got your shoes off, and you going in the store talking about aloha spirit. What kind of shit is that? And this is my opinion, but some things it just meant cover your ass up. Nobody need to see you. You look yucky anyway. Most of y'all look so gross out here. Be talking about how healthy they are. Uh-oh, y'all got a brother on a tangent. $28 trillion. Yeah, who do we owe? Ask that question. That's what I'm asking. All of you guys who's listening, tuning into here. Who do we owe? I want to see some text. I want to see some emails on this one. Even on my blog site. You are the gem. You can even put it up on my Facebook. I'm not tripping. I want to hear who we owe. Who do we owe $28 trillion to? I mentioned the two. I think the Vatican, I think the England, Queen Elizabeth, as well as China. I think they're the two majority owners of this country. And I'm saying of this country and of the people, you and I, who actually presides in the North America. South America too, all America. Keep it 100 with you. Because our Latino brothers are our Latin countries, they in the same bind too. They played the role, but believe me, they're going through some of the same issues that we are witnessing right here in America. And it's funny too, because it's like we don't we're so conditioned, right? We're so conditioned. We got mad. We got mad, hence protesting, because you shut the cities down. That's basically what was going on. You shut the institutions that we're splurging, pulling pranks. Shut it down, but y'all decided to have a, little fiasco protest, and that lasted for so long till they came in there and started blowing motherfuckers' heads off. Then it was like, oh shit, let's go back in the house. Then all of a sudden they played a ploy again. Oh, the spiking up is spiking up because we had so many people out there and this and that. Come on, why are we believing in all the little games? They got games going on here. Playing the games. Y'all remember that song? I'm taking some of y'all back to the old school. Real old school, the 80s. That song, hide and seek. It's just the game we play, hide and seek. Y'all remember that? It was a European or a UK. They was from the UK. I forgot what their group name was called, but they was kind of like back in the day. They remind you of the Jackson 5 because they was a family of 4. I think it was 2 girls and 2 boys, and I think they might have had another person up in there, but they was all family too, and they was actually pretty talented. They didn't really go nowhere as much. Don't take me wrong. They did have some few hits, but interesting enough. $28 trillion. Think about that for a minute. I want to see some texts. I want to see more emails on that. And I want to hear what y'all got to say about that. Who do in North America, those of you who living in the confines of North America, the wilderness as they would claim it once upon a time. The fall has been going. It has felon everybody. We all felons right here in America. Right here in America. No, not me. Not me. I'm getting mine. This is how our rappers talk. I'm getting mine. I gotta eat. I got 2 million coming in per day. I gotta eat. But you're not seeing no improvement in the communities. No agendas that's actually helping the community, help building the community, getting the community back on more principles, life principles, self-sustainability. I haven't seen that, and not saying these brothers got to be doing this either, but it would be nice if Snoop Dogg was like, look, I created this solar panel business, or solar panels. You feel me? You would look at him on a totally different perspective. He's already in the cannabis industry. So now how can we start getting more control? See, that's the thing. Getting more control of who we are as a people. This is the problem. They always talk about, that's why they invent these wars. Oh, now we got to come together. Now, instead of warring with the people, this is the next move. It's going to be an outside war. Then all of a sudden everybody's going to become a patriot again. A good old patriot. Yeah, we about this. We're comrades now. We're brothers. Kind of like the 9/11. You remember that? Oh, yeah. I get with white folks and we all come together and all the fun there and we're hugging and all this other fun stuff. Stop playing the game, people, please. Who do North America owe this $28 trillion to? And I'm going to end it with that, my brothers and sisters. I'm out. Peace.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Created with free version for non-commercial use.